All right, everybody. Hello. Happy Sunday. I am so happy to have you guys here and hang out with me for an hour or so while we do some crafting. I see we've already got Kim in the chat and Rhonda. Welcome, ladies. I love it when people are logged in and ready to go. It makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself. So hopefully y'all can see me and hear me. And if you don't know me, my name is Monica Taylor, but you guys all know me, right? So I hope you guys saw, hey Susie, I hope you guys all saw that I posted 2 class kits. Well, I should say 3, right? Because 2 of them are for Christmas, and then 1 of them is for Halloween. I plan on, in my brain, I have 2 more kits I want to put together. And I kind of explained my reasoning about how I'm going to approach classes in the future. So hopefully you guys had a chance to check out that video. If not, go to the YouTube channel and check it out, because I don't want to waste our time here today while we have, you know, I want to play. I want to craft with you guys. So if you want to check out the future of my classes, check out the video. But what it comes down to is I want to be able to provide tutorials to more people and give you all opportunities to buy kits to create the projects with me. Kind of like what Tim did, but I had the idea already, so I don't feel like I was copying him. And because my Wix is changing, so the way that I do classes, the way I did classes in the past is a little different now. So hopefully I didn't ramble too much. Hey, Robin. And you guys will check out that video that kind of explains how I'm going to do classes in the future. Makes sense? I hope so. I see that a few of you have already bought the kits, and I appreciate the pre-orders, because that means I don't have to dig into my checkbook to order all the supplies. If I get a few people that do the pre-orders, I can get the supplies and get my kits put together. So I appreciate you early birds. It really does help me not have to dig into my own pocketbook to do that. So thank you. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to do today. Today we're not going to play with ephemera. We're going to play with stamps, and we're going to play with my spritzers. I'm kind of ephemera out, to be honest with you. I've been doing my 31 days of Christmas for Christmas in July, and hopefully you all have been following along. Have you guys enjoyed the series so far? I think I'm on day 13. And I was just earlier today, I was taping the last few of the videos. So I'm almost done taping and I'm almost done editing. But whew, it's been a lot of work, and I'm kind of ephemera out. So do you guys like the series? Hopefully you've been watching along. It's been a lot of fun creating the little vintage playing cards. But I wanted to actually do some stamping and get my hands a little dirty today. So hopefully you guys are good with that. And I'm going to transition down, and we're going to get this party going. All right. Let's see. Kim, you are so amenable. You just go with the flow. Thank you. All right. Let's transition and see if I can. Yeah, see my messy desk here from all of my Christmas in July stuff. All right. Whew. All right. Oh, and I wanted to say, for you guys that are watching the series, the Christmas in July series, make comments on them. Even though I know sometimes we don't think about making comments, but the more comments on the videos, the more traction the videos get with YouTube. So please comment away. Kim, I know you're real good about making comments, so I appreciate that. But for some of you other people, gals and guys that don't necessarily think about making a comment, please do. Even if cute video, fun video, whatever. Please don't say you hated the video. I really wouldn't want to see a comment like that. But it helps for YouTube to promote the channel when it sees a lot of activity. So yeah, comment away. I appreciate that. All right, guys. So I pulled out some colors. It's still going to be Christmassy, and I know you're looking at these colors and saying, Monica, that's definitely not Christmassy. I have got vintage photo. I've got antique linen. I've got walnut stain, but I do have some tumbled grass in here, and I'll show you why I chose these colors. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I've got some paper. I've got 4 papers here. I had an idea. It always starts with an idea, right? So first of all, the first kit, these are some oldies, guys. We're gonna be playing with some old stamps today. But you know what? We need to give our old stamps some love. So the first set I'm gonna work with is this one. I don't know if you guys remember this Holiday Collection 051. Look at how old it's been. It is. But I wanted to stamp some of these, and I had an idea, but I'm not going to tell you what the idea is. But these make really fun cards. These make really cute ATCs. And I didn't necessarily want to color them up. I might color them up down the line. But I wanted to create some distressed backgrounds. So that's the first stamp I want to play with. The second stamp I want to play with is just because I need to stamp some of these. These are going to be in the kits, the Halloween and the Christmas kit. October and December. So I need to stamp lots of these because these are going to be in the kits. So I figured, hey, why not? This is number 35. 035. Look at that. All right. And then the third thing I wanted to do is this. So you guys might remember this. Tailored Expressions came out with a stamp die set. And you stamp it, and then this fits, you know, perfectly onto your paper, and then you die cut it, and then you have, you know, sentiments. But I had the crazy idea to see if I can maybe fit some of my Christmas ones in here. I don't know. I mean, I think I kind of eyeballed it, and I think they're the same size. And, you know, when I was playing with this a little bit before, these, excuse me, these look like they're just lined up one right after the other. So, gosh. It may not work perfectly. So what I probably will have to do, because it probably not is exactly perfect, I probably will end up staining the paper and then cutting these out. And I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this, right? But anyway, I'll have to figure it out. And then stamping the words on it. We'll see. It may not work. It might be a complete fail. But you know what? You got to try things out, right? So we're going to hopefully get to that too. Okay. So let's get messy. All right. Oh, I was going to show you the class kits. I'll do that real quick. So the 3 class kits I have out there already. The first one's going to be... well, I shouldn't say the first one. The first one's going to be a Halloween. We're going to create a collage book. So you remember our collages? Well, I turned them into a book. And I'm going to give you all the ephemera pieces. I'm going to give you all the tags, everything. You're going to even get little candy canes, little circles. You're going to get tickets. You're going to get lots of stuff to decorate these. And we're going to create clusters. I know a lot of you guys said you struggle with clusters. So I'm going to allow you to copy me. So I'm going to get you all of the pieces to do that. We're going to do a Christmas one and a Halloween one. So that class is already out there, ready for pre-order. And then we're also going to do a tag book. And this is going to be Christmas only, not Halloween. So you see all these different tags, items. Some of them are vintage, some of them aren't. But we're going to create a Christmas book out of this. So that's the second class. So those are the 3 classes that I have right now ready for pre-order for your kit. So if you're interested, check it out. Hopefully I have enough. Hopefully I've ordered enough for the pre-order. All right. Let's get to it. Okay, so my squeaky cart. I think I'm trying to decide. The first thing we're gonna play with is this, and I'm trying to. I want to tame this down a little bit. So I want to see how many I'll be able to fit, and then I want to kind of cut it down a bit. Cut it down a bit. All right. So I think. Let me get my trimmer out here. Where is my trimmer? My trimmer is missing in action underneath all of my piles of crap. I whispered that. Ugh. All right, so I'm thinking, should I cut it in half? Let's see. Let's see what half would be here. Half would be 5.5, right? So, oh yeah, and then we can just do them this way maybe, or one. Let's see, stamp the original stamp and put your stamps down on top of the stamp sentiments. Yeah, but I think because of the rubber, it may not work. But I'll try. I can try that though. But I don't think, because of the way the rubber is on these, I'd have to do it individually. But possibly, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So I think. Yeah, that might actually work. Okay, so we'll cut this in half, because I think I can get it a little bit more grungier if I have a smaller piece of paper. All right, let's get that out of the way. Here we go. So I should have got some paper towels. Let's start out with antique linen. Yeah, I know, Kim, it was a great idea. I'm going to definitely try that. I'm just not sure if it's going to work. Okay. So, let me grab some paper towels. So, and that's just to be able to dab it up a bit. All right, so I got that first layer, and then I wanted to come in with some blue. So and I don't want it runny, I just want it grungy. So that's why I'm kind of pulling back a little bit. Okay, oh, I guess you don't need my hair in there, do you? All right. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do with the walnut stain, but we're going to do that after we actually stamp and cut. So let's just do that. And remember, we're going to cut them out, so we're just creating some background here. So don't sweat it. And even if it's too busy or you don't love it, remember, we're going to be cutting it down. All right, so there's one background. Okay, so let's just put that aside for a second. And then let's do the next one. And the reason I did it in two is because if you did it in one sheet, they might kind of all look the same. But if you do two separate ones, they're going to be a little bit more unique. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so let's be a little bit heavier handed with this one. And I'm dabbing because I'm concerned if the wetness, you know, gets together, it might create mud. So that's why I'm kind of drying it as I go. My hair would make it unique. Yeah, it definitely would, right? Okay, so let's kind of put that down. And what I like about these spritzers is they've got that shimmer to them. I don't know if you guys have played with these much, but yeah, they're kind of fun. I haven't forgotten the walnut stand. I have something planned for that. So, all right. Let's help it out a little bit here with the drying. Hey, Cordelia. Hey, I like how YouTube is putting like little crowns next to you guys. That's cute. That's fun. I love the little crown. So, Cordelia, you got the #1 crown, and then Rhonda has the #2, and then Cordelia, you have #3 as well. Did you move up a rank? That's funny. All right, so where's my Misty? So I've been watching a lot of reruns on Shark Tank. Do you guys know that show? Shark Tank? And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I could invent something? No ideas yet, though. Not much chatting for Debbie. So Debbie, you probably won't get a crown. How are you doing today, Debbie? All right, so let's go ahead and see what we can get done here. All right, today's just plain, so I hope you guys are cool with that. We're not getting fancy today. We're just playing a little bit. All right, so I think, yeah, look at that. I think I can get 2 of these stamped here. All right. So, let's just go with our traditional black. How's that? This one I think is my favorite one of the 4. And you'll see why in a minute, because it's fabulous. Alright, so let's, and it's one of those stamps that, it's silhouette stamps, that, oh man, you have to stamp it multiple times, because look at how terrible that looks. Good thing for the Misty, right? Hopefully it won't shift. We'll see if we can get some good stamping going on here. Okay. So I used to hate these silhouette stamps for exactly this reason. Because you could never get a good image. Let's see. But with the Misty, if we stab it multiple times, if we stamp it multiple times, we should be able to get it darker and darker. And we are, right? It's a little bit watercolory, which I don't mind. I don't mind it too much. Alright, so let's see here. Kim has an idea for a crafting table for crafters with small areas. Well, you know what? Go on Shark Tank and see if they'll fund you. It's fun watching some of the inventions, and then what I do is I go out on Amazon and see if they're out there, and some of them have been out there. Alright, so let's see. That's pretty good. I like that. Alright, so that's one. Let's go ahead and see if we can stamp another. I think the drier the paper, the better you'll be. Yeah, the thing with Shark Tank, though, is they want you to be in business with it already. They want to see, you know, what are your sales and, you know, what's your cost to make it, all that fun stuff. So, they're true sharks. All right, let's try this one. This is another good one. So did anybody attend or buy Tim Holtz's Christmas kit and play along? I kind of popped in and looked after the fact at the video. I might go back and watch it because I have a lot of the stuff that he played with. Hey, Lords. Lords, I have a question for you, and I'm not sure how we're going to answer it. So, so bear with me here. My husband heard me saying your name, and he said, "Isn't it Lourdes?" I'm like, well, I said, I knew a girl that her name was Lourdes, and she went by Lourdes. So you're going to have to help me. So if it's Lourdes, say number 1. If it's Lourdes, say number 2. So I want to make sure I'm saying your name right. So help me out here. We'll see if my husband was right. It's hard when you guys don't talk back to me because then I have to like guess. So we'll see. We'll see. Does anybody have an idea of what it is? Is it number 1 Lords or number 2 Lourdes? We'll see in a minute here. I'm just stamping away here. Alright, it should get darker as we go along. I wonder how it would look if I added a different black. Let's give that a try. This is the black soot black. Okay, so in Spanish it's number 2, Lourdes. Okay. French would be number 1, Lourdes. Okay. So yeah, so do you, let me ask you this, do you go by Lourdes number 1 or Lourdes number 2? We're going to get to the bottom of this. Number 1, Lourdes. Okay, so Kim thinks it's number 1 Lourdes. You did talk back, I just can't hear you. True statement, Robin. So yeah, so I just want to make sure, because I talk to Lourdes a lot on these chats. I talk to all of you guys. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. So number 2, Lourdes. Okay, well I guess my husband wins. So from now on, you will forever be known as Lourdes. I'm glad that we cleared that up. Lourdes. All right. I hereby dub thee Lourdes. All right, that looks good. So, interesting. So I added, I did my first stamping with scrapbook black, and then I came in with black soot, and it came out a little darker. So maybe that's the key, guys. All right, now I want to have it pop a little bit. So let's find if it's still. I want to. Bear with me. I'm looking for my embossing powder. All right, so let's. I can't wait. I want to play. So I know I probably should stamp the other ones, but we're gonna play because I want to play. All right. Let me. Let me cut this out. All right. Let's give this enough room. Hopefully my ink is still wet because I'm tootling along here. So let's VersaClear Nocturne ink. All right, I'll have to check that out. I'm actually, if you can believe it or not, I am going to buy a few things. I'm trying to get my items for the holidays locked up. So I've been shopping to figure out what I want to put in the shop for the holidays. Shopping for my kits, of course. So, and then I can shop for me if there's any pennies left over. All right. Ooh, I like that. Put that aside. VersaClear Nocturne ink. Really sensitive. I'll have to check that out. The one thing about using embossing powder, though, is it does darken up your image for sure. And we're going to cut this, so don't fret. So, Robin, you did get the kit from Tim. I would have thought you would have had a lot of what was in the kit already, to be honest with you. You have a lot of stuff just like me. All right, that looks good. Hey, Tina. All right. So, let's trim these down. And then we're going to play with that walnut stain I promised. All right. Let me think about this. I think I'm going to put a little edge. Probably should have thought about that before I stamped both of them, but we'll make it work. Okay, just a little edge. That's a little bigger than I wanted. All right, there's that one. So, I don't know if you can see this, but at the top here it says top fans. And that's how you guys, that's how I guess you guys are rated. Let me see what it says. It says, yeah, it just says top fans. I'm not sure. Let me see here. Top fans, a place for fans to stand out in the community. Top 3 get special badges in live chats. It resets every stream so you can always try again. You'll need to collect experience points. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages, send super chats and super stickers. And that's what it says about the... that's what it says about it. So that's how you determine your little crowns. You got knocked out of first place. Yes. So first place is now Lourdes. So that's what it says about the crowns. I think that's new from YouTube. When I first saw it too, I was like, what the heck is that? I was a little surprised myself. It's kind of fun though. It encourages you guys to leave comments. All right. Okay, so now that we have these done, so let's think about this, right? So I put the embossing powder, so I kind of set it, but I'm wondering if you could add color. I don't know. I like how it looks like that. So this is the walnut stain I said we'd be using. And here was my idea. I kind of wanted to just do the edges. So let's see if we can maybe control the spritz. It's a controlled spritz, right? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so ooh. So now I've spritzed my fingers, but that's okay. Let's see if we can. And then maybe do this. Let's see, something like that. Because I just wanted the edges. We'll see if this was a good idea or a bad idea in a minute. Yeah, Lourdes, the black and white photos, that came from Paula. Paula had been doing that, and I think he had commented that he had to call Paula and get a lesson from her on that. Ooh, I have an idea. Don't you guys love it when I say, ooh, I have an idea? I know I do. Yeah, Kim, I would have thought you would have gotten a crown for sure. I don't know. Interesting. All right, so I need to get another walnut stain crayon. But let's see if I have a vintage photo. Because this is another way. See, God, look at that. That's twigs. Well, we'll give it a try. So let's just do this. So that I'm trying to get the edges darkened. And that's why I left that. That's why I left that white edge. Some of you guys may not like this, but I think it's kind of cool. Let's see. I think I like that better, where I just do it like this. But yeah, you get really, really messy. All right. And then I thought maybe, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we'll try it. Maybe put some the embossing glaze. I'm not sure if it's wet enough. Although I guess we can make it wet, right? Let me think. Is that wet enough? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that sounds like a porno, me saying, oh, yeah, every time. I should be careful. All right. Let's see. Let's stick that back in there because this stuff is like gold. Oh, you guys don't need to give me tips. No. Lourdes started that last week, but y'all don't need to do that. All right. But buy my kits if you want to give me a tip, because then we can play together. All right. So let's try this. Lourdes, yes, the tip did it. pretty cool. Hey, can one of you guys do me a favor? So can somebody do a search and see if there's a distressed crayon for the black soot that's sold by itself? I don't feel like buying a whole new kit, to be honest with you. See, that still needs to be... I need to do that search, but if somebody's on the computer... Cool. So we're just playing, guys. We might not love it, but we're just kind of see what we can do here. But I think it looks pretty good. So I had an idea to use antique linen. Let's see if maybe we can add a little bit of antique linen. Let's see. I got these little... Simon Says Stamp has one, and it's just the crayon itself, just the one black soot, because that's all I need. Okay, so let's I don't know, let's just see what this does. It's kind of neat. All right, $3.99. Okay. God, that seems expensive, but yeah, if you need it, you need it, right? What are you going to do? All right. And then let's add, I don't know, just a little bit more. Yes, that's the one I'm looking for. If you have Prime account, Amazon would be cheaper. Ooh, I'll check that out. All right. So there's the first card, guys. I think I need to add some walnut stain on the edge, though. It's just... So yeah, that was the idea, is to make the edges darker. Let me show you what we started out with. So this is what we started out with, the stamped image, right? And then this is what we ended up with. So what do you guys think? Do you like that? I think these are really cool. These are kind of like ATC. The trading cards. Amazon trade is $5.99. Yeah, they always do that, Cordelia. I might have to just bite the bullet and maybe find a set, because $4 for one crayon just seems a little costly. But yeah, what do you guys think? I think that looks kind of cool, right? I mean, the back is kind of a hot mess, but I don't know. It's kind of neat. I think these would be fun in journal books. But yeah, I'll have to play. I have Prime and the price is $4.20. Ooh, that's not bad. You like the grungy one? Yeah, I do too. Not sure what I'm going to do with these yet, but I hadn't played with them in a while, so I definitely wanted to give it a try. Let's do this one. So what did we do exactly here? We did... what did we do? What exactly did we do? We did, let's see, free shipping with Prime. That might do the deal. Yeah, because I know Simon Says Stamp charges a lot for their shipping. Whew. I shouldn't say that, but it's true. Glue something on the back. Yeah, to hide the mess. Exactly. Yep. Yes, ma'am. All right, so let's say, so typically I would do this with black soot, not walnut stain. And I've done this before on some of my cards. This isn't a new technique for me. Yeah. So, and then it was always a mess. But you know, if you guys used to watch some of my early videos when I was really into stamping, and I kind of got to get back into that. I've gotten more into ephemera than stamping, but I do love the grunge. I used to do this a lot with my cards. So yeah, that looks even, but it's really messy though. All right, I like that. And then I'm going to get my, where is my, oh, there it is. I got this. And let's see if we can clean up these fingers a little bit. And Let's add some of this. I'm using the, well, you know what? Let's see if I have something darker. Ooh, look at this. Mama likes walnut stain. Let's see. So let's do this. Ooh. Nice. So this one's a little darker. I like it. I like it. And let's save our gold. Oh, wow. Simon Says Stamp gave a $15 gift certificate for anyone that bought the kit. Wow, that was pretty nice. Very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad she did that. That's really cool. I read a story. Hold on. So I had read a story a long time ago about Heidi and Tim Holtz. So when Tim was first starting out, you know, people didn't know who he was, obviously, like anybody. And he hooked up with Heidi at Simon Says Stamp, and she agreed to carry his product. I think she was probably one of the first ones that believed in him. So that's why Tim is so loyal to Heidi, is what I read. I don't know this firsthand. It's not like Tim and I chit-chat about this. But that's what I read. And I think that's awesome that he's kept that loyalty to her. But yeah, that's why he still is, you know, connected so much with Simon Says Stamp. Even though I think that their shipping sometimes is a little expensive. I mean, if I can't find anything, I do go to Simon Says Stamp because they tend to have all of Tim's stuff. But I'm just reading here. But I think her shipping tends to be a little expensive sometimes. All right. I know when I have my shipping in my shop, if it goes over, once I actually do the actual shipping, I'll refund if it's over, you know. And I know I'm a small shop. She probably can't do that. She'd always be looking at orders. But I personally pack every single order. Okay, Lords, don't send me anything. You spend your money on you. If you guys don't know this, Lourdes is so sweet to me. And I'm not going to say I don't like it. But I don't want you guys spending your money on me. Spend your money on you. I'm here to hang out with you guys and have fun and share my brain with you. But thank you. All right, so that's the idea for these guys. I know, who has these? Let me ask that question, because I know probably not a lot of people have these. You know what I think I'm going to do? Maybe I'll try to create some digital, I mean, they're not going to be exact, of course, but some digital collages with these old Santas and stuff. That would be kind of cool, right? And then you guys can print them out and do this. But do any of you guys have these old stamps? I bet you Simon Says Stamp has them. They don't have it in stock. No shipping. But yeah, Simon Says Stamp might have this old set. I'd be curious to know if this set is even still around. But it's a wonderful stamp. Look how beautiful this is. And I know mine is a little bit I don't want to say blurry because it's not, but I sprayed it initially with the spritzer, which kind of created more of an antique look. And if you these get lots of ink. I have it upside down. If you clean these, I have some really good cleaning. Let me share it with you. This Stays On all-purpose stamp cleaner. This is the bomb, you guys. This will clean it so well. When my stamps get really, really dark, I'll take a toothbrush and my ink cleaner, and I will clean out my stamps. Stampers Anonymous doesn't retire their stuff. I didn't think that they did. Thanks, Robin, for confirming that. But yeah, this is a fun set. And I have some ideas what I want to do, but I'm going to play with them a little bit. But yeah, so that was the first thing I wanted to play with, just because, my goodness, I hadn't played with that set in so long, and it was crying. I could hear it in the back of my, you can kind of see, well, you can't see, but when I'm on camera, you can see the back of my craft room, and I've got all my stamps, and I kept hearing, Monica, don't forget about me. And I'm like, what is that? And I say, MJ, don't forget about me, Monica Joyce. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I went back, and it was this little stamp set that was saying, play with me, play with me. So I'm like, all right, I'll play with you. So yeah, don't forget about your old stamps, guys. All right, that's fun. So those are those two that I played with. Okay. The next thing I wanted to try or play with was those they were crying, Kim. They wanted me to play with them. All right, my my dates. All right, so I'm gonna play with October and December, because these are the ones, these were the ones that are going in the kit. The Halloween kit, the Christmas kit. You guys are going to get calendars. Your whole craft room should be crying, Kim. Shame on you, girl. Play with your stuff. Alright, so let's see. I'd want this a little bit more beige, I think. So let's do that first. Let's not contaminate that. Let's trying to find a new blender, but this will do. I like the decent. Yeah, me too, Kim. Me too. All right, I want this to be a little bit more beigey. So let's just add that. And again, I'm going to cut these, so I'm not trying to cover everything. I just want the tinge of beige. The tinge of beige. All right. Ooh, I like these. Look at, I love these. Nice. All right. Focus. So yeah, the date stamp, when I saw those, and they have January, February, March, April, May, June. January through June. But I got the second one because I use these mainly for the holidays. October, November, December. I don't really use date or calendar stamps or calendar ephemera for the first part of the year. So I didn't waste my money on it. All right, so let's see what we can do here. Yes, Kim, turn on you. This is what I do, especially with Tim's video, because I can't sit for 3 hours and just watch him. I love him. I love the guy. Don't get me wrong. But I just can't spend 3 hours watching a video And I shouldn't say that. I said that one time, and you know what? Someone came back in my comments and said, well, your videos are long. I'm like, you know what? Then don't watch them. Sorry, guys, but that kind of ticked me off. My point is, hey, Frida. My point is, you know, if you have the long videos, put them in the background. That's what I do. I mean, I have my camera right here in front of me, or my video, Monica, learn to speak. I have my monitor right in front of me. And if I'm crafting or doing something, or even trying to learn a new technique, I turn it on and I play. I don't think I could just sit and watch a video. You guys, when you guys say you're multitasking, I'm like, right on, girlfriend. I get it. Especially for the longer videos. And some of us crafters tend to be a little bit long-winded. Who, me? Long-winded? No. I know me. I can talk up a good one, that's for sure. But we got up this morning, and I should tell you what happened with my oncologist, but let me tell you this first. So, got up this morning, you know, and it was such a beautiful morning. I made coffee, and my husband and I were sitting outside, and, you know, I give him his coffee, and the minute we sit down, I'm yip, 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 yip. And he's like, Monica, we just got up. I'm like, I know, but I have a lot to say. Oh, well. So, yeah, I'm a bit of a talker. So, went to the oncologist for my 3-month checkup. And you guys don't mind me sharing this with you. But, so, the medication I'm on to help the cancer not come back, it's tough on my joints. I swear, I told my doctor it's making me old really fast because my knees hurt, my hands hurt. So she told me to start taking collagen. So my hair and my nails are going to look fabulous. So now I'm taking collagen, and I'm taking it's over the counter for joints. I can't remember what it's called. So now that's more pills I'm taking. So yeah, I'm hoping it will help though, because you know, it's one of those things. I try not to complain. I really do try not to complain, because it's not going to help any. But God, it sucks to have pain in your life. So yeah, I'm hoping that this stuff will help. Glucosamine, yes, Robin, thank you. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, especially in the morning when I wake up, you know, after sleeping all night, and it's like, oh man, it's very painful. So, you know, I tell my husband, like, we have these chairs. He wanted to buy new chairs, and they were really low patio chairs. I'm like, don't get low chairs. I said, it's hard for me to get out of low chairs with the way my knees are. And if I'm sitting too long, my knees will tighten up. It just stinks. You know, I'm not that old that I should be having these issues. But it's because of the medication. It's a hormone blocker. And, you know, your estrogen, I guess that's what it's blocking, is what gives you calcium and what helps our bones stay lubricated, our joints stay lubricated. And I've basically stopped it because that hormone also is what feeds on the cancer cells. So, yeah, it's not what I bargained for, definitely, but it is what it is. So how long do you have to take it? Oh, gosh, Robin, 5 to 10 years. I mean, I don't have to take it. I guess I could say, no, I'm not going to. But I'm trying to make it tolerable. Because, you know, if I stop taking it and if I got cancer again, I don't know. That would not, I'd be really upset with myself. So I'm trying to get it to a point where it's manageable. But yeah, they say 5 to 10 years. And it's only been a year that I've been on it. Yeah. My sister has joint issues and she takes glucosamine, but my doctor's having me take the collagen and the glucosamine. So we'll see. I'm hoping it's going to help. But man, I just feel like I just take so many pills. I have to take calcium supplements. I have to take vitamin B supplements. It's like, ugh. Yeah. I took my 10 years. Yeah, Lourdes, you know what I'm talking about. You know how, I don't know if you had the symptoms I'm having, but man, it is not fun. All right, so let me see. So you guys remember this little tool, right? Love this guy. So typically I put this on before I add my ink. I just was telling stories. I was talking. I was chit-chatting. So imagine that. All right, so, but these are part of the ephemera. See, and the reason the kits take me a minute to put together is because some of the ephemera that I want to give you, I have to stamp it out for you. But isn't that fantastic? Look at that. Ah, love it. Love it. Isn't that fantastic? And of course, with October, you can spritz it with red. In fact, let's do that. Oh, I just got out of my chair. Did you hear me groan? Oh. Oh my gosh. All right, so October. I had depression as one of the side effects. Oh no, Lourdes, that's terrible. I haven't been depressed. I've just been irritated with all the sides. All right, so let's not get too carried away though, but you know, it's October. We got to put some red on it. Woo! I mean, you could even go darker than that, but I'm not going to do that. But, well, maybe I will. Yeah, the calendars are fun. Let's get a little bit of bloody on this. Love it. All right. All right, so yeah, these little calendars, October and December. October will be in the Halloween kit, and then December, of course, will be in the Christmas kit. But these will be going in the kits. I'll have to sit down and do them. And I think I'll make them shiny. I kind of like the way they look with the spritzers. So, yeah, how fun. All right, so that's those two things. Look at that. Look at that. December. Lots of things we could do. Yes. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Lots of things we can do. All right. So those are those two things. All right. The last thing I wanted to play with today, before we say our goodbyes. Hope you guys aren't bored today. I'm just kind of playing the things I haven't done in a while. All right. So we're gonna try this. Let's see. So I know Kim had a good idea, but I think to stamp it and then lay. I mean, I guess we could try that, right? Here's my quandary. So I think maybe if I stamp them one at a, let's try it. Let's try it, because the last scenario would be to cut them all out and stamp them individually. And we certainly don't want to do that. I mean, I know I don't want to do that. So let's but this is the kind of fun I like, guys. It's just creating my ephemera pieces. Isn't that fun? Yes. Yes, it is, Monica. It is very fun. All right, so let's see. Let's do this. Yeah. Let's cut it straight. Alright. Okay, so I'm just adding to the mess on my desk here. Alright, so let's try Kim's idea. We're going to stamp this, right? And then we're going to place our holiday stamps over. Kim says they stuck to your dentures. Oh gosh. Yes, let's see. Cut it straight on. What if you cut the die out and use it as a mist and the misty as a template for? Yeah, but the problem with is they will cut these out individually. It doesn't cut it out all together. Because I did think of that, but you'll see. It cuts it out individually. But yeah, I would love that. Alternatively, I could create this template maybe in my Photoshop, kind of like I did, with this. But I don't know how many people have this to make it, worthwhile. It would only be for me. But yeah. All right. So let me just. This doesn't have to be. Well, I guess I should do a good inking, because then I can cut it out and I can use these sentiments, right? So let's just. I guess you need these little blocks too to place your die. So my son is here visiting. I hear my husband and him talking in the background. I should show you. They're putting new windows in. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see this. So, I don't know if you can see that. So, my window was out earlier. They took the whole window out. Let's see here. This is the window right here. Wait, where's the window? It's this whole thing right here. That's the outside, that pole. But it's going to be a big picture window. And they've already got it in. I can't wait to go see it. While you cut out the die, use it in the Missy's attempt to put this in. Yeah, I thought about that, but I don't. Maybe, right? We'll try that. We'll try that too, Robin. I'm open for anything. All right, so I think. So there's my template, right? So then what we want to do is. What we want to do is put these words here. But I don't think I can put every one, because you see the rubber pushes it down too far. So let me see. Let me see. So I'd have to do It's a Wonderful Life. And then I'd have to put this in here. And then stamp it. Where's my black ink? Underneath my stamps. All right. So It's a Wonderful Life. All right, so that's number one. This could get tedious real fast, guys. Let's see. All right. So there's one. And then the next one, let's see, would be, I guess I could do the bottom one, right? So they lived happily ever after. Let's do that. We won't stamp them all. We'll just stamp a few to see if this is even going to work. Yeah, we'll try. We're going to try robins in a minute. So let's do a couple of these. And then it's funny how we try to make our tools go farther, right? But shoot, we have to. Ink around the die. Oh, I'm with you. So if you ink around the die on paper and use it as a template. All right. Let me just do a couple more of these and then I will, because I want to try both. Okay, so that's that one. And then another long one. Let's see. It's Christmas time. I think that would be that one right there, right? Okay. Oh, you guys can't see me. So then we can move this. Oops, that's not what we wanted to do. That's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to put this one here. And then ink it up. Alright, and then let's try this die here. Just because I don't want to stamp them all and then it not work. Alright, so that's pretty good. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? That might work. I mean, that one, look at that one's a little off. That was supposed to be the top one. I don't know. The other idea, I don't know if this is exactly what Robin was saying, but we can maybe, I don't know if this is going to work though. Oh, I don't want to ruin this. Let's find a small piece because I'm going to use that for something else. All right, let's just try a couple here. We can do that. Okay, so like this sticking. Okay, so let's see. Let's hold that down like that. Okay. And then maybe I might be able to stamp it. I don't know. Let's try a small one. Letters from Santa. All right, let's try this. I don't know if, see, because I've got the letters are raised, so this might work. So I got these on my desk that keep getting caught because I'm making my kits. And that's why I got to finish my Christmas in July so I can go on to the next thing. All right, letters from Santa. And then, let's see. Let's try this. And you don't want to press too hard because you don't want to get ink on the, the edges. Let's see if this works though. Push really hard. Oh, look at that, guys. Okay, I think we got the winner. So, look it. It's perfect. It's perfect. All right. And then the next one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't even need tape because these are holding it down. Let's see. Season of Good Cheer. Don't even need to use anything, guys, because this fits right in. So the die is raised a little bit, but because of this is embossed, it fits right in. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Success. So the lesson of the day is try stuff. Try things. I've actually had this thought in my brain for a while, and then I thought, I want to start getting ready for Christmas. I want to have, oh my God, look at that. I want to have my little sentiments cut out already. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. And I can do this for the whole die. I'm just using a little piece of paper right here. So if you guys have this, this is how you can use it on another set. What does this say? Jingle all the way. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm super excited. Lord is perfect. Yippee. Excellent success. Right on, you guys. Look at that. And I have, this is the Christmas one. I have the regular words one as well. So I could definitely do it with that one as well. Fantastic. We're going to stamp a few here, and then I'm going to go run it through the die machine so you guys can see our success. This is our success because this was trial and error for sure. Okay, that one's too small. I got to get a longer one. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. It's a wonderful Christmas. I think that's too long. Believe in the magic. Oh yeah, I believe in the magic. Let's believe in the magic. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. So this is awesome. So all I've got to do is lay down the die, hold it down with the magnets, and stamp my words. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you how excited I am about this. And thanks for joining me on this journey. We're going to cut these out though, so don't desert me yet. Season's greeting, I'll be home for Christmas. We'll use I'll be home for Christmas. All right. Oh, gosh, it's just perfect. I mean, it slides right in, you guys. It just slides right into the slot. And then you just hold down the MISTI and stamp it. Wow. Wowee, look at that. Fantastic. Yes, this is Tiny Text CMS 424, and then the die is Tailored Expressions Simple Strips is what that die is for. And okay, so let's find a long word here. And I think that'll be the last one. Our hearts are filled with wonder. Sure. Sure. Fantastic. Okay. So let's do this last one here. Our hearts, I know my heart is filled with wonder because I'm wondering how I got so lucky to come up with this idea. Because I don't know. Trial and error, I guess. And then you're going to have to give me a second because I've got to run this through the die machine. We've gone this far, you guys. We have to see it all the way. So You know that Jeopardy music where it goes do 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 do. I have to have that music on while I go run this through my die machine real quick. Okay, I've got to do it. I got to see us all the way through. So I hope y'all are okay with that. Because I know you guys want to see it all the way through, right? Okay, so let me go run this through. I should tape this though before I cool your jets, Monica. Don't get ahead of yourself, because what's going to happen is you're going to pick it up and then it's going to be all discombobulated. Isn't that a great word? All right, so let's just tack this down, shall we? Let's be smart about this for once in my life. Let's not get all overexcited, lift it up, and then I don't have it perfect. So we're gonna cool our jets, and and we're going to pull this off. All right, and then this should, yeah, it's got its place. It's got its place. All right. Okay, y'all, are you ready for this? Look at this. Okay, so here's the die. I just cut it out. Put that aside a minute. And then here are our pieces. Oh, man. Look at these. You guys, this makes me so happy. And they're already kind of grunged up, but of course we're going to do a little bit more. Come on, who are you talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? The clown roars with applause. Yeah! Okay, so what, Lord, has he got demoted to number 2? Who's number 1? Who's number 1? All right, so let's just add our walnut stain. Oh man, look at that. Okay, and then where's my little? We gotta showcase this. Look at that. Can you look at that? It's a letter from Santa. Fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic, right? Oh my God, that I have to call this a success. So I'm going to be making my whole, I'm going to be cutting out my whole stamp set, because I can't tell you how little I've used this stamp set. Look at this, you guys. Some of these don't even have ink on them. Ridiculous. You know? And now I can pre-cut these. And you know what? If I don't want them to have the tail, so what? I just cut off the tail, right? I mean, the tail's kind of fun. But now I'm going to have these. Now I'm going to have these all ready to go. You know, they've got some shimmer because they've got the spritzing. They've got, you know, the distress spritz on them. But even if you don't want to add the distress spritzing, you don't have to. I mean, I think it looks kind of cool. It's kind of grungy. But do what makes you happy. Believe in the magic. So yeah, now I can make all these strips, and when I sit down to start making Christmas cards with y'all, I will have these ready to go. I'm so excited, and maybe I'll have to put some of these in your kits. I might have to share the wealth, you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, so I think we had enough play for the day. I know that my hands are very dirty. I can fine tune the process to speed it up. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. And this was just trial and error, and we got it. All right. Well, these look fantastic. Look at this. Our hearts are filled with wonder. We've got Jingle All the Way. We've got Believe in the Magic. Season of Good Cheer. Letter from Santa. And then I'll Be Home for Christmas. So I kind of want to make a card, but I know we've been going for a long time. I don't want to keep you guys. We've been going an hour and 20 minutes, so I don't want to keep you. But I'm itching. I'm itching for a card now. Believe in the magic. Oh man, could do something. No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Here. But anyway, all right. So that's what I've got today. Dirty hands, busy hands. Yes. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed today. I know the last several lives we've been playing with just ephemera, and we haven't gotten down and dirty. But over the next several weeks, we're gonna be getting down and dirty, guys. I'm gonna finish up with my Christmas in July. I'm going to get all of my ephemera put away. And then I'm going to start kitting. I'm going to start doing kits for Make a Card You'll Watch. I don't want to keep you guys. And I gotta go start dinner. But I'm going to clean up all of my desk for my Christmas in July makes. I'm going to start putting the kits together. And then I'm going to start looking through some of my stuff that we haven't played with for a while. I'm going to start opening my ears and listening to my craft supplies, and the ones that scream the loudest to say, Monica, play with me. Those are the ones I'm going to pull out. So you might be seeing some older stamp sets, and maybe some new one. I might have to check out Stampers Anonymous and check out stamps that I don't have yet. But we'll see. It's going to be good fun, and I hope you guys continue to join me on our Sunday afternoon crafting. I know I enjoy it. I hope you do as well. I try to bring fresh content to you guys, so I appreciate you hanging with me. And don't forget, I'm going to be solicitation here. Order the kits if you want to do the kits with me. It really helps me if you pre-order. If you even have a thought of wanting to do the kits, pre-ordering really helps me, because then I can buy all the supplies up front. All right, everybody, I will see you. I have surgery tomorrow, so keep me in your thoughts. I'm going to have my cataract fixed tomorrow. I hear it's easy peasy, so that's tomorrow. And then Tuesday I have off for recovery, but I should be back on Sunday. I can't imagine I'm not going to be able to craft. But yeah, that's what I have going on. So be thinking of me tomorrow at around 2 o'clock. All right, y'all. We will see you later. Bye.